I know the question may be, what about the practicals? Where do those come in? Because it's one thing just taking you here all the time and saying, this is where it all happens. And this is where you must learn, teach your children from, and what they must learn. So this is all we had when we started home educating. We don't say school, because school is a building. It's called an institution, whereby there are qualified people there that have been qualified to teach children, students. That's called a school. Your home is not a school, because you don't have a qualified teacher in your home. You have a servant of the Lord. And that servant of the Lord is qualified according to Colossians. Because he says, I have qualified you to teach your children. I have qualified you to teach them of me. But how do you do that? You do that with this. So you don't do school at home. Well, maybe you do. There's many homeschoolers that they bring their children out of the systems, and then they bring the system along with them. First they bring the children out the system, and then they grab the system and stuff it into their home and into their children's brains. And let me tell you what Oikos is about, is when you go to a family and you ask the children, how's it going? Where do you go to school? No, I'm homeschooled. So my school is at home. I'm homeschooled. And how's it going? Oh no, I want to go to school because my friends are there. So the only difference to this child is they're at home now doing school instead of at school doing school with their friends. You also hear about them, parents telling me, that they're in tears over the lessons. Then I know there's something very wrong when they're in tears over the lessons. It's not, that to me is a picture of school and mother trying to be teacher and trying to school her children with lessons of books. That's school now, at home. There's a tree out there in a tree house. So I'm going to ask the mother, you don't have to answer, how many times the lessons happen out there? Because that's where they're really happening, in that tree house out there. That's where lessons will really happen. Not sitting at the desk with a book open, with a 7-year-old or 9-year-old or whatever, with a pen having to write all day. Okay? Tired hand. I want to ask any one of you parents to sit down and write all morning and see how that feels. With a pen in your hand. Don't go onto the keyboard. Take a pen and try and write all day, because that's what parents are doing to their children.